What you're going to be seeing is a segment of Davina's video, Sargon and the Patreon Witch Hunt, in which she's showing clear, concise evidence that Ethan Ralph and his Discord were involved in removing Sargon of Akkad from Patreon. But there are two things you're probably going to want to pay attention to. So let's see them when they pop up. I believe it's at 12:02 and 12:08. Let's do, where is it? There we go, window capture. Now, if you can't see it clearly on the screen as you're watching the stream, feel free to go look, and I'll give you the time codes as we go through.
The paste bin of evidence that was used to flag him was organised by people in Ethan Ralph's Discord server, the Spy Club. And one of the people who was pushing it around a lot was Negro Joe, someone that Ralph has regularly had on his show and has tried to run into...
Okay, here's the first screen cap. This is from the Spite Club chat. Now, I want you to look in the middle there. You've got absolutely regenerate. Now he's listed in there, and he's saying, haha, Ralph keeps going back to Sargon's remove Patreon good stuff. Under that, Free-For-All says, oh shit. Under that, Kuldatha says, lol what? And then finally, Default Kwan Donanda says, lol. Now that's a direct rip right from the actual Discord, apparently. So that's the way the conversation took place. Look at the time on there. 6:15, 6:15, 6:15, 6:15. So this all happened. They're all talking actively with each other, talking about Ralph going to look at Sargon's removed Patreon. I believe this is during when Ralph was doing his stream talking about it. Who knows? Now look at the second cap, the one that they're presenting as their evidence, that he shows in the exact same video, because they're just dum-dums.
For accusations of flagging on his servers before. So, yeah, this was definitely...
Here we go. Here's the second one. This is the one that Kraut was putting up on Twitter. This is the one that Davina was sharing as well to other people. Looks familiar, doesn't it? You remember that sequence of conversations that took place? There's absolutely regenerate, but this time he's saying something different. Lol, my paste bin fucking worked. Ahahaha. Get fucked, Sargon. Oh shit. Lol, what? Lol. So I'm curious here. What's going on? Because we look at this conversation just a few moments up. Let me back it up here. Back it up. It says, Ralph keeps going back to Sargon's remove Patreon. Good stuff. Oh shit. Lol, what? Lol. But then moments later in the exact same fucking video, it says not that Ralph is looking at the Patreon and talking about it on his show, but instead says, my paste bin worked. Haha, get fucked, Sargon. And then the same conversation directly below it. Oh shit, lol, what, and lol. Once again, academics are not responding properly. Kraut is back for, I don't know, the last 3 or 4 months, and already 2 catastrophic fuck-ups. The first one, screwing up going after Black Pigeon Speaks by completely having the wrong angle of attack and making an assumption and an assertion that just gets smacked around in the course of maybe 20 minutes. The second one, going after Ethan Ralph, saying he's responsible for removing Sargon from Patreon, and then using doctored screen caps as their evidence. But it gets even funnier because somebody else put up another screen cap saying, oh no, you don't understand. Both those things were actually talked about. Both those things were actually discussed. You just need to look at the evidence. You don't understand. That was just redacted to make it more readable. Radio Brain, real Radio Brain, put this up on Twitter. You remember him? He used to argue with people on the Kumite back in the day. I believe he's a good skeptic liberalist. Let's take a look at this cap here. He says busted, and he's got another screen cap. Looks like another Discord conversation showing something entirely different. Let's take a look. Well, that's the conversation again. Now he's saying, oh, well, you see, they redacted one of the things, but the truth is both those statements are in there. There's absolutely regenerate, and he says this is the actual order the conversation took place in. Haha, Ralph keeps going back to Sargon's removed Patreon. Good stuff. Then we've got somebody we didn't see in either of the other caps, Valsey saying lol. But then there's absolutely regenerate again saying, lol, my paste bin fucking worked. Haha, get fucked, Sargon. Oh shit, lol, what, and lol. And of course, another Shadowlight kid. But are you noticing something? Are you paying close attention? Because the geniuses, and they are geniuses, maybe they work at Apple, who knows? One of the bars to fix people's computers. The geniuses, when they doctored the caps a second time, fucked up a minor thing. It's a second one by regenerate. Lol, it doesn't say paste bin. It doesn't say paste bin like it did in any of the other screen caps. It says pate bin. Patebin. Fucking worked. Now he's trying to say this is the real one. Lol, my paint bin worked. Well, let's go look at the video again. Did it say paint bin? Because I'm pretty sure it said paste bin. It's almost like
Was.
they're incompetent retards. I don't know. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at that second one. Where is it here? LOL, my paste bin fucking worked. Ah ha ha ha. Get fucked, Sargon. So, how disastrous is that? To fuck up two deceptively edited screen caps. To include them in the same video in the first place, mere seconds apart from each other because you're retarded. To pass them around on Twitter because you're retarded. But then to put up a screen cap trying to show the true conversation, but then misspelling pastebin when pastebin was spelled differently in multiple other places. What are you doing, Davina? What are you doing, Kraut? What are you doing, Radio Brain? This is amateur league shit. This is bush league stuff. This is minor league baseball. You need to bring your big boy bats. Grab your gloves. Be a slugger out there in the field. What the fuck's going on here, champs? Just sad. Just sad and embarrassing. Here's Kraut returning to the internet to just implode once again. Here's Davina trying to help gay ops and fucking it up by putting two contradicting pieces of information in the same video. There's Real Radio Brain and other people posting around another screen cap that misspells the first two screen caps. Just a disaster. I've never met such stupid people. Just dumb. Dumb and shameful. How do you screw up continually this bad? Now, if we had to rate the arc we're seeing, Kraut's online career at the moment, like how would we rate that? What's his redemption arc looking right about now? Well, he disappeared for 6 months, which I suppose you could say is good. I mean, why stick around if you're going to get your shit kicked in? But then he came back and he tried to deny he did anything, even though multiple pieces of evidence exist out there showing that he did in fact do stuff. First, it was him claiming he did it himself. Then it was claiming other people in his server did it. And now it's, oh, my family's been threatened, even though I filed no police reports, even though there's no evidence that took place. I mean, these are the same people that would never take Brianna Wu or Zoe Quinn or Anita Sarkeesian's words at anything without having evidence for what they're claiming. And yet Kraut wants to claim that his family was threatened. He was threatened without ever providing evidence that took place, saying that's what drove him off the internet. And then here he comes back and goes after Black Pigeon Speaks, and his little gaggle of YouTube academics completely fuck it up. Here's Davina trying to go after Ethan Ralph and blame Ethan as the mastermind behind Sargon of Akkad being removed from Patreon, completely fucking it up, putting two different screen caps of the same conversation in. Then there's their hanger-ons putting up even more screen caps to contradict those screen caps. I don't know, Chad. You tell me. I've talked for a little while here. You tell me what you think his redemption arc is going on right now. Because I'm not rating it too highly, I'll be honest with you. It's not looking spectacular, Chad. It's not looking like a glorious return. This would be the part of the story on VH1 where they started shooting a little too much heroin and the money started disappearing. Like the 35, 40-minute mark. That's where we are in the hour-long presentation.